Something more powerful than talent, stronger than luck, more enduring than circumstance. Not the wish to win. Not the hope to win. But the will, that burning, relentless, undying fire within you that refuses to quit, refuses to settle, refuses to let you sleep until your purpose is fulfilled. Let me ask you, how badly do you want it? Because the will to win doesn't whisper, it roars. It doesn't ask for permission, it breaks down doors. The will to win isn't polite. It's messy. It bleeds. It cries. It fights. And when the world says, no, the will to win says, watch me. It's easy to want success. Everyone wants the trophy. Everyone wants the applause. Everyone wants to stand on the podium and raise their hands to the sky. But are you willing to suffer through the silence, the struggle, the solitude that greatness demands? Because the truth is this, before victory is seen by the world, it is earned in the shadows. You see, champions are not born in stadiums. They're born when no one is watching, when the lights are off, when the body aches, when the spirit is tired, but the soul says, one more representative, one more mile, one more try. That's the will to win. The will to win shows up when nothing else wants to. When your friends stop believing in you, when your bank account laughs at you, when your body begs you to quit, the will to win is what keeps you standing. Not because you're unafraid, but because your why is louder than your fear. The will to win doesn't come from comfort. It comes from confrontation, when life hits you so hard that getting up seems impossible, but you rise anyway. I've seen people with all the talent in the world lose because they didn't have the heart. And I've seen underdogs, overlooked, underestimated, unwanted, climb mountains no one thought they could, simply because they had the will. The will to win doesn't care about your background. It doesn't ask where you were born, what school you went to, what resources you have. It only asks, how much are you willing to endure? Because there will be pain. There will be failure. There will be days when nothing makes sense and progress feels invisible. But the will to win turns pain into power. It turns failure into fuel. It turns breakdowns into breakthroughs. Let me remind you, every great achievement you've ever admired was forged in adversity. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, but he had the will to win. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television, but she had the will to win. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb, but he had the will to win. It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up. And getting back up doesn't mean pretending it didn't hurt. It means standing up despite the pain. It means saying, this won't be how my story ends. You want to win, then make it non-negotiable. Make it the only option. Tear up your plan B. Burn the backup bridge. Replace, maybe, with, must. Winners aren't lucky, they're obsessed. They don't take shortcuts. They outlast the excuses. They train when others sleep. They study when others party. They build discipline when others wait for motivation. Because they know, success isn't a moment, it's a mindset. The will to win is not a switch you flip. It's a muscle you build. Every time you push through fatigue, every time you show up on a hard day, every time you do what you must instead of what you feel, you strengthen that muscle. And eventually, it becomes who you are. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. But you need to refuse to quit. You may lose some battles. But if you have the will to win, you will never lose the war. Let the world doubt you. Let them tell you it's impossible. Let them say it's too late, too hard, too crazy. And then go out and do it anyway. Because the will to win doesn't listen to opinions. It listens to conviction. And when you act with conviction, the universe bends. Maybe you've been knocked down. Maybe life hasn't been fair. Maybe you're tired, broken, scared, good. That means you're human. But don't you dare give up now. There's someone out there waiting to be inspired by your rise. Maybe it's your child, your sibling, a stranger you'll never meet. Someone who will look at your resilience and say, because they didn't quit, I won't either. You owe it to them. But more than that, you owe it to yourself. You've come too far to stop now. You've sacrificed too much to turn back. You've fought too hard to settle for almost. So, take a deep breath. Stand a little taller. Dig a little deeper. And remember, when everything else fades, when the crowd is gone, when the trophies collect dust, it will be your will, your grit, your courage, your fire, that defines you. The will to win is not about beating others. It's about defeating the voice inside that says, I can't. It's about rising every time you fall. It's about daring to believe that what's inside of you is greater than what's in your way. So go, fight, push, climb, crawl if you must, but don't stop. Don't look back. Don't wait for permission. The prize is not just at the finish line. It's in every step you take with courage. It's in every morning you rise when everything hurts. It's in every second you refuse to quit. That is the will to win. So I leave you with this, not as a challenge but as a truth. If you want it bad enough, if you're willing to sacrifice, to sweat, to struggle, to bleed for it, then nothing can stop you. Because when a person decides they will not be denied, when their soul is on fire, when their dream becomes their obsession, that person becomes unbeatable. That person becomes unstoppable. That person wins, not just on the field, not just in business but in life. And that person can be you. Thank you.